Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to today's second part of the meeting of the Public Facilities Commission.
Good morning again, Commissioners. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live. Before we get started, Colleen, the PFC Secretary, will take the roll call of the meeting participants. Colleen, if you would please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, TT. Participants, please unmute your device and confirm your presence when I call your name. Beginning roll call with the Commission. Catherine Craven, Chair.
Present.
Larry Mamuli, Commissioner.
Present.
TT Lee, Legal Advisor.
Present.
Catherine Pendleton, Article Clerk.
Present.
Next, with the Mayor's Office of Housing, Sheila Dillon, Chief and Director.
Present.
Christine McCrory, Assistant Director, Boston Home Center Division.
Present.
Nerelise Janus, Project Manager, Real Estate Management and Sales Division.
Present.
John Feuerbach, Senior Development Officer, Neighborhood Housing Development Division, NHD.
Present.
I'll read for the record the remainder of the individuals who are in attendance but will not be participating in today's meeting. Attendees, do not unmute your device, please. James McDonough, Senior Staff Attorney, Jessica Boatwright, Deputy Director, NHD. And this concludes roll call. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. Beginning this morning, we have Sheila Dillon, Chief and Director of the Mayor's Office of Housing. MOH has 3 votes on the agenda for today. Vote number 1 is being presented by Christine McCrory, Assistant Director with the Boston Home Center Division of MOH. Vote number 1 is a request to accept and expend a grant from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Division of Banks. This is to implement foreclosure prevention counseling services. The grant amount is $225,000 and the duration of the services will be through December 31st, 2022. Christine, if you would please present vote number 1.
Good morning. So the Mayor's Office of Housing applied for this grant in January 2022. We were awarded a grant in an amount of $225,000 as a regional foreclosure education center. This is the 15th year that we've been awarded this grant. The Division of Banks awarded $2.5 million in grants this year. The grants support homeownership counseling and foreclosure prevention. The funding is possible through the administrative fees associated with the licensure of loan originators according to Chapter 225 of Massachusetts General Laws. The Mayor's Office of Housing was awarded these funds to support foreclosure activities through the calendar year 2022 to implement foreclosure prevention as a regional foreclosure education center. The funds will be used for technical assistance of our nonprofit partner agencies contracted to provide regional foreclosure and prevention counseling services to Boston homeowners. Our nonprofit contractors are chosen through a publicly advertised RFP process. These nonprofit partners provide free foreclosure prevention counseling to Boston homeowners. Our current nonprofit partners are Urban Edge, ABCD Mattapan Family Service Center, and ESAC, the Ecumenical Social Action Committee. The funds will also be used to provide marketing for the program and staff foreclosure training and for a technical assistance pilot program for small condo associations with members facing foreclosure. These additional funds allow the Mayor's Office of Housing to increase home preservation services for homeowners who are struggling with housing expenses due to economic stagnation. This fiscal year, the Mayor's Office of Housing has assisted 62 homeowners with this service. This fiscal year, Mayor's Office of Housing has completed year-to-date 189 intakes and helped 185 homeowners avoid foreclosure, 65% of whom received loan modifications and 33% of whom received our home preservation services. The Mayor's Office of Housing and Foreclosure Prevention are key to providing homeowners with the assistance needed to address these issues early or in the process, so their homes aren't petitioned or foreclosed upon. With the end of the COVID crisis, many homeowners are still struggling with their mortgages, and our service are key to providing homeowners with the assistance needed to address these issues and to negotiate with lenders to modify loans early in the process so that they are not petitioned or their homes foreclosed upon. In November, Mayor's Office of Housing created an emergency foreclosure fund for these homeowners who are at risk of foreclosure due to COVID-19 economic impact. The fund can provide up to $25,000 to households who are experiencing at least a 90-day delinquency on housing expenses. So far, we have assisted 89 homeowners with $823,000 in assistance. Our 3 nonprofit partners administer this fund as well and provide additional counseling and services to these homeowners. Unfortunately, the need for our foreclosure service is continuing to increase. Our numbers as compared to last year are up by 51%. These contracts are going to allow us to serve a minimum of an additional 150 new clients and continue the counseling to our existing clients. Thank you.
I move that we accept this grant. Do I hear a vote, a second?
Larry, you're on mute.
Motion.
Sorry.
Sorry. Am I unmuted now? Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you. Vote number 1 is hereby approved.
Thank you.
Vote number 2 is being presented by Nerelise Jenis, Project Manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of MOH. Vote 2 is a request for a tentative developer designation and intent to sell to Roger F. Harris for vacant land located at 1 to 5 Hopkins Place in Mattapan. The purchase price is recommended at $114,000. Nerelise, if you would please present vote number 2.
Thank you, TT. Good morning, Commissioners. I am here requesting PFC approval for the tentative developer designation to Robert F. Harris for the parcel identified in the vote package in the Mattapan neighborhood of Boston. MOH conducted a public process that resulted in the developer designation in this tentative designation vote request. A community notification was mailed in August and September of 2018 to inform of MOH's intent to issue an RFP for the parcel. A request for proposal was issued October of 2018 and advertised in the State Central Register on October 3rd, Boston Herald on October 1st and the 8th of 2018, and the City Record October 8th and the 15th of 2018. One proposal was received in response to the RFP on November 19, 2018, and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. The offer price for the parcel is the appraised value. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. I have also included handouts related to this vote request, which display the parcel, the aerial, and kind of like the street view of the parcel itself. It's tucked behind Mr. Rogers' house, Mr. Harris's house. Mr. Harris proposed to keep the parcel as is. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. It will return a vacant property in MOH's inventory for almost 35 years back to productive use and tax rolls, and it will also generate $114,000 in initial revenues from the sale. I'm here to answer any questions. Thank you.
No questions on my part. It's great to get it off the
I
vote.
move to approve.
Chair Craven?
I think there's a motion to approve.
All right, I thought that's what she said,
Second.
but
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vote number 2 is hereby approved. Vote number 3 is being presented by John Feuerbach, Senior Development Officer with the New Neighborhood Housing Development Division of MOH. John is presenting in place of Kirsten Stivlian, Project Manager with NHD, who could not be in attendance today. Vote 3 is a request for amendment to the vote of March 11, 2020 to extend the tentative developer designation and intent to sell period from 48 to 60 months to Harvard Street Neighborhood Health Center Incorporated. This is for land with building thereon located at 8 Old Road and 14 Ellington Street in Dorchester. John, if you please present vote number 3.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here requesting PSC approval of a 12-month extension of the tentative developer designation to Harvard Street Neighborhood Health Center for the parcels just described, including 8 Old Road and 14 Ellington Street. It consists of this old 2 parcels that were just outlined in the Dorchester neighborhood. And HSNHC has proposed to develop the parcels into a new Community Health Center with housing. And just as background, after community vetting and a meeting in March 2016, MOH issued the RFP in July 2016. MOH advertised the RFP, the State Central Register, the City Record, and the Boston Herald in accordance with Chapter 30B requirements. We received 2 applications. MOH held a community meeting in January 2017 to review eligible applicants and to receive community input. So based on our evaluation of the 2 proposals and input from the community, MOH recommended the developer designation of HSNHC, and PFC approved the tentative developer designation of HSNHC on March 14th, 2018. Furthermore, PFC voted to extend the developer designation for 12 months on March 13, 2019, and voted to extend the developer designation for an additional 24 months on March 11, 2020. The package includes a comprehensive memo and material regarding the designation, the project, and the PFC vote request. The package includes 3 handouts related to this vote request, which I believe, so the first one is a site map location of the site. The second is street context. And then the third are just renderings pertaining to the building. And I thought there was a site plan, but this is just the building. Since the designation, HSNHC has assembled a new project team to refocus on the plan, including a development partner, architect, and general contractor. The team has also conducted meetings with various community groups to both inform HSNHC and get comments on the development plan. And they've also held 1 fundraising event. This was while HSNHC's planning for the new health center experienced complications and delays due to the changing needs of healthcare facilities due to COVID. HSNHC's timeline for fundraising and community outreach has also been affected by the ongoing pandemic and the need to prioritize the immediate needs of the community for vaccination and treatment. At this point, an extension of the developer designation will enable HSNHC to complete design work for the development of the site. Then they would submit to BPDA for Article 80 approval once the designs are complete. And then they would assemble a development application package to MOH in our fall 2022 funding round. So in summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will allow HSNHC to move forward with finalizing the design for the new community health center and housing. And MOH expects to return to the PFC for a conveyance vote request within the next 12 months. Thank you for your time and review of this important matter. And then I'm here for any follow-up questions that you might have.
Thank you, John. Any questions, Commissioner Molly?
No questions. Motion to approve?
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vote number 3 is hereby approved. This concludes the agenda for MOH for today's meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn this meeting?
Motion to adjourn?
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Happy Easter.